Hey there, thetiminatorthetoolman back at you. In today's video, I want to show you how I solved my problem. A while back, I used to have a Dewalt cordless vacuum. I absolutely love the vacuum. I used it all the time. At the time, I was working for a property maintenance company, and I used the vacuum almost every day, or pretty much every day, to unclog a drain line for an AC unit, stuff like that. And worked great for that. And one day it just bit the dust, and I've been holding off on buying another one because they're just without the battery and just the tool alone is $179. And I'm a working guy just like most of y'all, and I just simply can't afford it right now. And so it's just for something. Now that I'm in pharma maintenance, I don't use it as often as I would. So I found a solution. The Bauer version of that tool of the vacuum is $59.99 versus $179 in the Dewalt version. Here's the Bauer version of that vacuum. And this is a 3.5 gallon wet dry portable vacuum. So a friend of mine had one of these and I tried it. I really, really liked it. It's a decent version of the Dewalt one that I had. Didn't want to spend an arm and a leg, $179 versus $59. So what I found was on Amazon, I found this adapter, and this adapter, I don't think it's 3D printed. I think it's mass produced on an assembly line, but I could be wrong. But this adapter runs about $23.39 on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description. If you do happen to purchase any of these, I will get a small commission because I am an Amazon affiliate. But this right here, this actually fits in the vacuum really, really well. There's no issue putting a battery in there or taking it back out. I can do all that one-handed without any issue. And then if I want to pull the battery and the adapter off, I can do that as well. Some of the original, I used to have the 18 volt version of the Dewalt tools, and I switched over to the 20 volt batteries because they were a better deal. And so for a while I used the adapter, but those adapters, they were a pain. They were hard to get on the battery and hard to get off. These are just fine. They work really, really well. You can see this is a 4 amp hour battery. Now I'm not going to go into too much detail because I'm going to do a review on these, but I wanted to show you. The vacuum works.
It works.
It works. Like I said, it's a 3.5 gallon vacuum. It comes with a filter inside. You can see that. You can take it out of there. Actually, you're supposed to be able to get that filter wet. Again, this vacuum runs $59.99 at Harbor Freight. So that solved my problem of having something on hand, mainly to do like AC drain lines, quick pickups and stuff like that. It comes with like a 6-foot hose that uncoils. It's got parts in here. I think it's actually got a diverter back here. All this stuff locks in there, and which is really, really nice. The only difference between this one and the functionality of this one and the Dewalt one is the Dewalt one actually had a backup 110 cord that you wrap around it. So in case your battery went dead, couldn't charge the battery with the cord, but it did actually have a cord in case you had a dead battery or something like that. I usually never used it, but it was always there. I wanted a version of the Dewalt heat gun, but the heat gun right now is actually running $179 on Amazon and even in the store. And if you can find it on sale, you might be able. But this is the Bauer version, and this thing was $39.99. It's a very decent heat gun. Again, I'm not going to go into a major detail because I'm going to do a review on these. But you can see I bought the adapter for it as well. And I've used this a couple times already on a couple different projects. And the battery fits on there really, really well. It heats up. You have to push this little button in, and it heats up. And when you let go, it actually has a cool down cycle. So that's a little hot and starting to cool down. Now it's starting to cool down. So it actually has a cool down cycle, has a little bit of cord here that you can hang it up with. I don't use a heat gun all the time, but when I do, I at least wanted one for now, and eventually I might get the DeWalt version of these tools, but for now, like I said, money's tight, and I still wanted to have a version on hand in case I needed it. And this heat gun actually comes with the little diverters that you put on here if you're doing some heat shrink, stuff like that. It works really, really well. And if you've seen my video on the helping hands video, I actually use this to heat up some heat shrink and some soldering connections, so that it's pretty nice, and it works really, really well. Then I got the Bauer version of the transfer pump. The Dewalt version of this right now on any kind of sale is running $249.99. This one here was the most expensive out of the three tools. This pump is actually $89 versus $249, $250 for the Dewalt version. And this one actually is very, very nice. Again, I'm not going to go into major detail, but it comes with an extra impeller, some oil to put into this little cylinder head here to go on there. It has a little weighted deal that you put down in, like if you're doing a condensate pan on an AC unit or something, you can actually put the hose on this. This is the supplied hose that comes with it. It's got a spring inside it to keep it from collapsing, which is pretty nice. And this tool actually does come with a battery pack or a switching power supply, and it actually plugs in. It's got this like 3-prong connector, almost like a microphone connector, and it actually plugs in back here. You can see I already have a DeWalt battery on there, but it actually plugs in down there just below that. So the only major difference, and again, there's holes in here you can mount this on a piece of wood if you wanted to, and stuff like that. It does, like I said, comes with one hose, and you hook like a garden hose up to the other side. This here actually is a 2 amp hour battery, and you can see I have the adapter on it as well, and it fits really well. There's no issue. This is a spring-loaded top, so I may put something up there to hold it. Put that battery up there to hold it so I can do this one-handed. This is the adapter, and these adapters were $23.39 in Amazon. Again, no issue putting them in or out of the tools. The only difference on this tool here is if you have a 2 amp hour battery or lower, it fits in here just perfectly. Everything closes up just fine. But let me take and show you this, because I'll take a 4 amp hour battery, and this was the only downfall that I saw. Again, I'll go into more detail on the review. When you have a 4 amp hour battery or higher, the lid does not close. It just sticks out too far right here. Wasn't a deal breaker for me. Still think you can actually kind of force it up over there where it covers most of it. And some people might even say just take the lid off. But you know, if your hose ever breaks loose or something like that, and you want to be able to, you know, get some coverage over because the battery connections are right here on top. So, you know, if you want to keep your stuff safe, keep from getting on there. And I'm not going to turn it on because the pump's dry right now. But again, it does come with the oil that you put in there before. This one's really nice. I've used this several times. This was the first tool I bought, and then I liked the adapter so much I went ahead and bought the other tools. This was the first one that I bought when it was such a nice heat gun, and the adapter worked so well that when I felt, I said, man, I can get a couple more Bauer tools. I may eventually get the DeWalt version of these tools, but right now, you know, times are tough. I'll kind of show you. On the DeWalt version of the heat gun, it was $179. This Bauer version is $39.99. The vacuum was $179 for the Dewalt version, $59.99 for the Bauer version of the vacuum. The pump Dewalt version was $249 for the Dewalt, $89.99 for the Bauer version, and it was $189.97 plus $70.17 for the 3 adapters that I bought off of Amazon. It was $260.14 versus $607.99. So it's a savings of almost $350. Again, I really wanted the DeWalt version of all these tools, but right now I just simply couldn't afford that. And this was the solution to my problem that I had right now. These tools are not something I'm going to use every day. All 3 of these tools, I checked out the comments on them and stuff like that, and they all got pretty darn good reviews for, you know, the brand that it is, being that it's Harbor Freight's lower brand. The Hercules, I guess, is the higher brand. If you have these tools and something to watch out for, or something you want to let me know down in the comments, because I'd be eager to hear what you have to say about that. I'm a big DeWalt fan, like I said, but I just really couldn't afford it right now. All the tools that I have here are decent for what I'm going to use them for. These tools have a warranty on them as well, so I couldn't go wrong. Harbor Freight's actually, bringing up the quality on their stuff, and I find myself over there more often than not. I am going to do a review on these tools after I've used them a little while. I just wanted to get that in there. If you like what you see in the video and you want to see more, please go down there, hit the like and subscribe button, hit the bell icon. You'll get notified when I post a new video or go live. And this is Tim the Toolman back at you.
I'll be back.